What is going on? That overlay has fixed. Sorry, Fargo was not a Zerg. He is a Terran. I just forgot to click something when I was setting up the matches, or clicked the wrong thing. I don't exactly know. We have 4K.Lost, and someone asking if 4K is good. They haven't really made an impact in StarCraft 2, but 4Kings is the people who started out grubby back in 2003 in Warcraft 3, so they have been a great esports team in the past. They are just now getting into StarCraft 2. We'll see if they can get a dominate, if they can dominate StarCraft 2 as well, but they're pretty far behind as Evil Geniuses, Complexity, and of course all the clan teams are just so good. We have 4K.Lost spawning as that green Zerg, Fargo spawning as the blue Terran. Fargo did take game number 1. We'll see if he can take game number 2. It was on Tal'Darim Altar. Lost may not be comfortable on that map. He went Roaches, so I'm going to assume he's not. Generally, Roach is not the best unit in ZVT, especially on a large map like Tal'Darim Altar. And we'll see what Fargo ends up doing. I'm assuming it's going to be another reacted Hellions. It's not going to be close by air. And it doesn't look like he sends an SEV out at 12 to check if the Overlord has came in. Zergs can come in with it. If a Zerg player spawned here, he can send his Overlord down here. See your command center and turn away before you see the Overlord unless you send an SEV. The Overlord has more sight than a command center. Overlord is just going to go find his safe position, maybe sneak around this corner and go hide out behind the mineral line somewhere. And now the drone going to be coming out to expand right at 14. Fargo getting his gas now. It looks like he will be going into Reacted Hellions. Does get the gas, which says, okay, I'm not going to 2-rax you. And I shouldn't even talk about that build anymore because I haven't seen that for some time. But as soon as I started calling builds just because I haven't seen them, I saw a Protoss player not fast expand on Shakur's Plateau. So odd things can happen. The gas is being stolen. We'll see if 4K.Lost does decide to cancel it, go around the base, get a little more scouting information, or just at least prolong this gas deal. Because right now, I guess he was walled in, so he couldn't leave the base. But right now, he could cancel this gas and then go down and check the factory. But he's going to cancel and re-get the gas. I think he really should cancel it and try to juke the Marine to go see what's at the wall. And sure, it is a factory. And he'd also see, okay, no reactor just yet. And if he can keep that drone alive long enough to see that reactor, he knows the Hellions would be coming. But instead, he's just going to keep canceling this and keep this one gas going. But keep in mind, every time he cancels this, that is 6 minerals down the drain. So it's been 3 times. That's 18 minerals he has lost. Or 19 minerals each time. So 4 times 19. He's lost, now, whoa. He lost quite a bit there. 5. So I want to say that's 95 minerals, maybe? 19 times 5. Anyone want to correct my math? I think it's 95. But, this isn't math. We do have the Hellion now going to be landing. The factory going to be landing to produce Hellions. The drone, of course, just was on that one gas. We have the command center being built. And again, this one queen not vomiting, so it looks like Lost. He tries to get his queens up in sync. If he doesn't, he just waits until they do get into sync. We saw last game he wasn't vomiting right away on this one hatch, so it looks like he's going to do that again. There goes one vomit, and it's not timed perfectly. Does get a spine crawl up. That was built around the 5-minute mark. We do have one Hellion out, or 2 Hellions are actually out. Spine crawler up, and he is getting a Roach one, blocking this area, so the Hellions have to go around the Roach one to get in, which allows the spine crawler to get 2 or 3 extra hits, which can be enough to take out a Hellion. We do have an orbital command morphing in, and the starport is built next to the barracks, so it looks like he is going to be going Banshees to hard counter any Roach play. Or maybe just Medivacs, but we'll see. Yes, it does look like it will be Banshees. Sees that Roach one, he's like, oh, yes! That Spire's going to be delayed by at least 1 minute, because if you get this Roach one, your Spire's not going to come out at the 11-minute mark. It won't. It just can't come out that early. Hellions do come in, going to get some damage done on those drones. Not that much. And that may be a mistake because now 4K.Lost doesn't have to build roaches if he doesn't want to. He is building 3. One Banshee is coming out. We'll see if he hides it. It looks like he's just going to keep it at home until he gets to this Overlord nowhere near in position to do a suicidal scout. Generally at the 7-minute mark or 8-minute mark, you send an Overlord in to see what the Terran player is doing, just so you don't lose to things like cloaked Banshees. See, the lair is coming, but generally the lair finishes at the, well, it's going to finish around the same time as normal. So this lair has not been delayed. He only built 3 roaches instead of the normal, like, 7 he did last game, I think. He's getting a Banley's Nest now. This is using up a lot of his gas. But he is just playing this safe. 2 Hellions going around just scouting for any ninja expansion. It looks like getting this watchtower says, okay, you don't have the gold. Second Banshee just about out. The cloak is finishing, and we'll see when he decides to go. I'm pretty sure he's going to go as soon as this Banshee is done. He's sending his bio just to good, his natural. And now the Banshee is going to make his way across. He has his Hellions on this watchtower. Can see that the Zerg has this watchtower, so he's going to avoid this area, which is no problem to him. 2 Hellions going to come and pick off these Lings. And you can see the Banshees just skirting that one area. The Hellions take out the Lings, so now the Banshees make kind of a V-turn. And for anti-air, we have 2 Queens. Evo Chamber, 3 Queens. 4 Queens? 4 Queens, actually. So, 4K.Lost does like his Queens. Their Spore Call is up, so did he get a chance to see those Banshees? Nope, he's just got really, really lucky there. Banshee's going to come in, pick off this one Queen. The Queen is going to be going down. Overseer does more. And with all these extra Queens, one Banshee does go down. So 4K.Lost has just blindly countered what Fargo was doing. Those Banshees did not do any damage, really. Took out 1 Queen, but when you have 4 or 5 Queens, who cares if one goes down? The tumors are spreading. And this is a result to those Hellions being killed early game. And 1 Roach does go down to that Banshee. And it looks like he has killed 9 drones, so maybe those Hellions early on did some damage. The Banshee now going to come in, harass this third base, say, no, you can't really expand. Meanwhile, Fargo is getting the normal Marine tank in the back. And the Overseer does not come with the Queen, so the Banshee could just cloak and stay alive a little bit longer. There he goes. Overseer on the way. This Queen's so slow. Gets transfused, and the Banshee does go away. Thought he could get a kill, but decided, okay, well, I can't. This one Banshee is going back. We'll see these Banshees most likely get repaired. And the hatch didn't take too much damage. Queens now just going back to inject. Those Banshees do stop injects for a little bit. Muta's coming out, but that's only... It looks like more Mutas than I thought. 9 Mutas are out, so that is enough to scare mineral lines. We do have a bunch of Lings here. Could go into Banelings and run towards that mineral line. We do have Fargo going in to attack, so these Mutas are going to do a great job at counterattacking. No missile turrets up at the 12-minute mark. And like I said, this delays your build by about 1 minute. Generally at 11 minutes, Mutas come in with that Roach one going down. It's now 12 minutes. Mutas come in, and Fargo caught with his pants down with no defense. That is now 10 Mutas, it looks like. But Fargo just going to go on the counterattack, say, well, I'm just going to beat you. Because at every point in the games, there's always a point in the game where you can just say, well, I can just go kill you now. I don't care how annoying you are. I can just go and kill you. And that looks like exactly what is happening. Lings are going in to attack Fargo's base while Fargo is going in. And now Banelings being morphed. Those Marines need to get a spread or take those Banelings out instantly. Looks like they are starting the spread now. Those Banshees should be targeting the Banelings. And here we go. Banelings coming in and get some pretty nice hits. Those tanks are pretty much naked now, and that is going to be it. Fargo is going to lose this game. These Mutas can just come back, take out the tanks and Banshees, no problem. Not many Marines left. There goes the Grats for Fargo. It is now tied 1-1.